Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Your screen on my share. Okay. Your screen am I actually sharing? Okay. All right. I hope everyone is doing well. So please, if you join the stream, kindly click on the thumbs up button. Kindly give a like to the stream. Click on the thumbs up button. Give a like to the stream too as well. Okay. So let's check the economic calendar and see if there was going to be any high impact news today. So please, where are you listening from? If you just join, where are you listening from? So your location, where you are listening from. Just type in your location, where you are listening from. So today is 27th. Well, today is 30th rather. So today is Thursday. Today is 30th. So let's see if you are going to be having any economic news for today. So today is 30th of January. So the month has almost ended. The month has almost ended. So how did your trading this thing go? Was it a profitable month, or it has been back and forth, back and forth? Okay, so 30th of January. So today the only high impact news that we are going to be having is so around 1:15 p.m. we are going to be having So around 1:15 p.m., you are going to be having Euro news. So main refinancing rate, monetary policy rate. So there was going to be a release of interest rates for the euro. Okay, so around 1:32, you are going to be having advanced GDP on the dollar, and at the same time, you're going to be having unemployment claims too as well. So European Central Bank to press conference release. So there's going to be so the only high impact news is there's going to be interest rate on the pound, interest rate on the euro, and unemployment claims and GDP rate release on what the dollar too as well. So that's the only high impact news you're going to be having. That will be starting from 1:15 p.m. GMT. 1:15 GM. So please, if you join the stream, kindly click on the thumbs up button. Just give a like to the stream too as well. So aside that, you don't have any high impact news. You don't have any high impact news as parts from that time. Okay, you don't have any high impact news. So let's see what happened yesterday on the rate. Yesterday on the rate, what happened? So over rate. Okay, so it looks like they kept the rate the same. There was no cut, there was no distant hike. They kept the rate the same. So that's why I think we didn't see any massive spike or massive spike in price. So they kept the rate the same. The Fed kept the rate the same. All right, so let's analyze. Let's do some analysis on USD card and see. Let's do some analysis and see what's happening. So good morning, God over fear. I like your name, God over fear. So I wasn't feeling well today, so it left only small, and I wanted to even stop coming, but I said, since it's our job, you need to come. I wasn't feeling well. All right, so let's say USD card. USD card. So we have a lot of pairs to analyze. Let's check on gold. Yeah, so gold, we need break and retest. GJ2 the same. So let's check out on, I think, USD card. Let's check out on USD card and see what's going to be happening. So on USD card, looking at the monthly time frame on USD card. Looking at the monthly time frame on USD card. These are the various rejectional levels on USD card. If you have any rejectional level over here, then when price gets to this side, the chances of price getting rejected is very high. The chances of price getting rejected is very high. So you're having this rejectional level over here. Looking at the weekly time frame on USD card. Looking at the weekly time frame. So we're having this. The weekly time frame trend is what? A downtrend. So let's try and just find out why is it a downtrend. So looking at the trend, so let's try and check out our sectional bias. With our sectional bias, what's the weekly time frame telling us? The weekly time frame trend is currently what? A downtrend at this point. The weekly time frame trend is a downtrend. So price just made high, made a pullback, just made high. Okay. So it's currently what's rate testing on this level. So the weekly time frame is currently what? A downtrend at this point. The weekly time frame trend is a downtrend. So price has broken out from the weekly time frame. Looking at the monthly, we don't have any rejectional level. Looking at the weekly, price just broke out from the weekly level. You get it? Price just broke out from the weekly level. Looking at the daily time frame, with the daily time frame to with the daily time frame, so the daily time frame has currently broken out from, but the daily time frame trend is what? A downtrend as well. The daily time frame trend is in the downtrend. You get it? So price has currently, the weekly is a downtrend. The weekly time frame is a downtrend at this point. So the weekly is a downtrend. The weekly is a downtrend. Looking at the daily time frame over here. Looking at the daily time frame. So the daily time frame trend is what? The daily time frame trend is a downtrend at this point. The daily time frame trend is a downtrend, downtrend at this point. So daily 2 is what? An uptrend. Sorry, a downtrend rather. So I'm expecting price to fill the whole of this zone. You're expecting this is a counter trend at the daily time frame. So if you're expecting price to move to this side, it is just a pullback or a counter trend as what? At the daily time frame. Okay, the counter trend. But if you move to the H4 time frame, the H4 time frame becomes an impulsive move. It becomes an impulsive move at what? The H4 time frame. Sorry, the H4 time frame is currently up. Okay, so let's try and see why is it up. So price just made high, low, high, currently making some ups and down. Price broke out, made a retest. It has broken out from the zone. Okay, it has broken out from the zone. So this is a resistance level over here. There was a resistance level over here that price might get rejected. But one thing you need to understand is what? Pulling up our trend line. So let's start from the weekly time frame and see if we had some trend line that we overlooked. So looking at the weekly time frame, so it's currently on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, we don't have something of that sort. Looking at the daily time frame too. On the daily time frame, this is the low, this is the high. So it's outside where we are looking up to. So looking at the H4 time frame. Looking at the H4 time frame, we're having these lows and highs over here. We're having these lows and highs over here. Yeah, so the thing is, looking at these various confluences, mostly what we normally look for is for two time frames to be in the same direction. So if you see this is looking good, you get it, it is looking good at the H4 time frame. It is really looking good. So we're having confluence where the trend line, so you see this bearish candle tried to break, but it got rejected. When it got rejected, this candle, are you seeing the long wick? The long wick is telling you what? There was bias exhaustion candle. There was a bias losing control in the sellers losing control in the market. You get me? So there was a long sellers exhaustion candle over here. So it tells you what? Sellers are losing momentum or control in the market. But one thing you need to understand, based on the things that I normally factor or consider, it's only one time frame that is in what, an uptrend at this point. So if you are taking this trade, it's just a counter trend at the at the H4 time frame. Okay, counter trend at those higher time frames. But when it comes to the H4 time frame, it's an impulsive move. You get it? So if you take a sell, let me check there. If you take a buy, you have to understand that it is an impulsive, it's a counter trend trade at the higher time frames. So the risk reward is like, it's not even up to 1 to 2. So maybe using the daily time frame, let me see the daily time frame. So this is the, let's say daily wick will get filled. Okay, so let's see the closure of the H1 candle. H1 will close around, so we have like 8 minutes for the H1 candle to close. So this trade is really looking good. Okay, most of the other things that we normally look in a trade is it has set up on the H4 time frame. It has set up on the H4 time frame. You get it? So the same trade that you are seeing over here. Okay, let me show you the same trade setup that you are seeing over here. Same thing happened to over here. I remember during the festive time. Yeah, perfect one. So you guys can see, there was a perfect one that happened over here too as well. You get it? The same thing happened over here. The same trade setup happened over here. Price just made a retest. We had this bearish, bullish candles over here. Price will take off. So it's the same thing that is happening to over here as well. So that's what you're expecting, but you need to wait. So this thing is against my trading plan. This thing, so looking at, so this zone is a weekly zone. This zone is a weekly zone. So that makes it very strong. This is a weekly zone. And the H4 candle has broken above that zone. You get it? H4 candle has broken out. Has broken above that zone. And if you look left, you're having a big tradable zone too over here. Yeah, so this is a counter trend trade. The price has already taken off. Price has already taken off. So you need to wait for a pullback close to the area of interest. Okay, we need to wait for a pullback close to the area of interest. So this is a counter trend trade at the H4 time frame. Okay, but when it comes to the H4 time frame, because mostly I love these two of them to be in the same direction before I execute. So let me look at the other pairs too as well. So let me check out on gold. Yeah, looking at gold. So moving on to gold. Looking at the monthly time frame on gold, we're having this rejectional level over here. We're having this rejectional level over here on gold. Looking at the weekly time frame. Looking at the weekly time frame on gold. These are the various rejectional level. Looking at the daily. At the daily time frame, we're having this rejection. This rejection over here. This is the rejectional level you are seeing on gold. Okay, so looking at the weekly time frame, the weekly is an uptrend. Looking at the daily time frame is also a downtrend. But currently, price is on what? A bunch of consolidation area. Price is currently sitting on what? A bunch of consolidation area. Okay, So you don't have, as I've been saying always, you don't have to what buy. You don't have to take a buy on what a resistance and take a sell on a support. That's not the best advice to go for. So you are seeing USD card, you see the trade. If you are seeing the trade, you will notice that you are not going to be buying on what a support or be selling on what. So it has already, it's even taken up. You are not buying on what, you are not buying on a resistance, and you are not selling on a support. So that's the best way to go. You don't have to buy on support, sell on resistance. If you are doing that, you are not going to see like consistent growth on your account. So you need to make sure you are buying and selling on where there was a clean zone. Okay, so you have to trade in the zone. If you have not read the book, go and read the book by Mark Douglas. Trade, trade in the zone, trading in the zone, or trade in the zone. So we are waiting for price to what? We are waiting for price to. So currently, price is sitting on a consolidation area. Okay, so if you move to the H4 time frame, you're having this clean zone over. And yesterday, I even pointed out to this gap over here that the chances that price can fill this gap is very high. You get me? So we're having a gap over here. So there was a rejection level over here. There was a rejection level over here. So the chances that price is going to, the candle is going to fill the gap, or price needs to fill this gap, is very high. Okay, there was an error in price information of the candles. So at this point, as yesterday we experienced, the best way to go by this is to what? To wait for candle to break out, make a red test, then we take a buy. That's the best way to go. So with trading, if you are not disciplined, if you are not going to have a plan that you follow, and because you lose, you are just going to be doing damn shit, you are still not going to be seeing growth. So you need to respect your rules. Even if you have lost, that is not the time to chase your trades. Okay, so a lot of people normally chase their losing trade. That's not the case. You need to wait for a perfect setup before you what execute. If you decide to chase your trades, you are rather going to be losing more. Okay, so wait. If you can wait, price is going to align the way you normally want it to be. So don't chase your losing trades. So this is what I'm expecting it to happen. I'm expecting price or the candle. So good morning, Guru Mohammed. Good morning, bro. How's your night? Yeah, I wasn't feeling well at all. So I wanted not to come around, but the love I have for you have to come. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. So price broke out from this zone. So we are expecting it's currently what breaking out. So when you are deciding on, as I've been saying, you need to decide on the time frame you are going to be focusing on for your analysis, and the time frame you are going to. Sometimes you can get your analysis or the focus time frames, and at the same time you can use it to execute. Okay, so decide if H1 is the one that you are going to be focusing on. Decide on it. If it is what do you call it? If it is H4 that you are solely going to be focusing on, decide. You get it? Decide. Let me check out on USD card. It looks like the H1 candle is closing. Yeah, so the H1 candle has closed. Okay, so you have like few seconds for the H1 candle to close. So looking at the H4, price is currently looking good, but taking a buy at this point, it looks like it is very high, 1 to 6. So at this point, it is the best way to go by this trade. Looking at, so the H1 candle has closed. So you can decide to. So this is a counter trend. So this is, you have to understand, this is a counter trend trade. Okay, it's a counter trend trade at because mostly we want this 2 time frame, but this is a perfect break and retest at the H4. So at this point, it's either you wait for a retracement. So looking at the H1 time frame, price is currently high. Okay, and looking at the H1 time frame, it's open with no wick at the top. Okay, so you need to expect a pullback. Okay, price will pull back the chances that price will pull back is very high. So for me, I'm not going to enter a trade whilst there's no so okay. So if it goes, let it go. For me, it should pull back. Yeah, so it's going. Yeah, so it's looking good, but I wanted to see a pullback because the H1 time frame open with no wick. If you buy it at over here, it's kind of the risk is high for me. So I'm expecting a pullback. Trading is a discipline game. Okay, if you become emotional with trading, not obeying your rules, it's going to be deadly. So don't be focused on your losses. Just focus on your plan. That's the most important thing. If some things are not going on well, you don't have to break your plan to try to recover your losses. Yeah, so so this trade is looking good. So this is what I normally look for in a trade. Okay, this is a perfect trade setup, but price is high for the time that you normally execute trades. Price is currently high over here. If you buy it at this price, even though it's close to 1 to 1, but I would love price to come down. I would love price to come down. So the same thing happened over here. The same thing happened over here. I remember this trade. The same thing happened. And it is repeating itself again. Yeah, so as I'm saying, price never price is supposed to pull back. I'm expecting a pullback, but if it moves, fine, because price was at this point, which was very high for me, which was very high. So I'm expecting the whole of this move to get filled. So this is my one of my A plus setup. These are the things that I normally look for in a trade. These are the things that I normally look for in a trade. But you see, you have to take into consideration the time of the day too. The time that the age for. So I wish this daylight savings has even passed and the learning session is going to open at 7 a.m. GMT. That's the time that I wish uh, you have been ushered in. So currently, because of the daylight savings, the time that mostly the active market session happens, we mostly miss some trades. So this one, if supposing, so I think it's going to start around March or so. That's when the learning session is going to open at 7 o'clock. Is it February or March? Let me check February and see. I think it's going to be March. Yeah, I'm very sure it's going to be March. So with that time, I think you'll be getting a nice trade setups and other stuffs at a correct time. But when the lending session starts at 8 o'clock, we normally miss some moves. Okay, we normally miss some moves. So I think it will be March. It's going to be March. That's what I think. Yeah. So it's going to be March. We are going to be. Let me check the high impact news. Yeah, so it's going to be March 15th or so. Yeah, so it's going to be March 15th. That's when the daylight savings is going to pass. Yeah, so it's going to be March. Oh, no. Yeah, sorry, March 15th rather. Yeah, I think March 15th. That's when we come to the usual, the normal times where New York is going to start at 12 o'clock p.m., 12 p.m. GMT. London is going to start at 7. That's when you get nice moves before 7. If you wait till 7 o'clock, you mostly miss some moves. That's what I've noticed. So if you are going to be waiting for that times, you are going to be missing a lot of moves. And like you've been missing a lot of moves on those times too as well. Yeah. So it's going to be March 15th, March 17th. Yeah, March 17th. So you have like 1 month, 2 weeks ahead of before you come to the normal times. So that is when the active market section, that's when you need to what? So around March there, that is when the market comes to the normal this thing. That's when we can make a lot of money from, because the market moves normal, we get volume. So January most of the time. So if I in drawdown, most of the times on January, but for me for the month I'm not in drawdown. But January most of the times, January, especially December. December was a dirty December. December was really, really dirty December for me. So uh, mostly December, January, February, mostly the market is not as stable as we used to see. But March, the second quarter and the third quarter, those are the times that we normally get a nice move. So price is currently moving. So as I'm saying, so this is a perfect setup that I normally look for. But the H1 time frame never formed the wick that I was expecting. Okay. The H1 time frame never formed the wick that I was expecting. Yeah, so it's March 17th. March 17th, that's when we are going to be seeing the market coming into the normal this thing, the normal positions. So let's check out on USDCHF and see. So looking at the monthly time frame on USDCHF, with USDCHF, you're having this rejectional level over here on USDCHF. This rejectional level, we're having another rejectional level over here. So looking at the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame is currently, so as we indicated the other time, we're having this trend line over here. The price has been respecting several times. So it has been rejecting several times. So it's currently, if the weekly time frame happens to close like this, then it's going to be perfect break and retest at the weekly time frame. But it hasn't closed yet, so we can't conclude on that. Okay, we can't make our decision based on that. So I'm waiting. So we're currently waiting for price. Price is currently close to what, a resistance level at this point. Okay, at the daily time frame. So the best way to do, as I've been saying, you don't have to what, take a buy. You don't have to take a buy on a resistance level and take a sell on what, a support level. So you need to wait for price to break out from the zone. Okay, we need to wait for price to break out from the zone. Perfect breakouts. Okay, then we can either go for. So currently, if you are taking a buy over here, you are just doing harm to your account, because price is currently what, approaching this resistance level, which is at what, the daily time frame, which is at the daily time frame. So looking at the H4 time frame, price is currently approaching this level. Okay, so we're having this rejectional level too as well. So we need to wait for price to break out. Okay, price to break out. If it breaks out, we wait for a perfect pullback. Okay, perfect pullback, a discounted price, then we take a buy. That's the best way to go by this trade. So currently for me, there was no trade for me on this USD because price is currently approaching this rejectional level over here. So the chances that price will get rejected and pull back, the chance that price rejected and pull back is very high at this point. So I think I have to wait for price to just. So USD card is really moving fine. USD card is really moving fine. It's really moving. So far, how many pips? 10 pips. Wow. Yeah, so the price wasn't good. So this is where it's closed. So if you entered over here, imagine like price was too high for me. Price was too high for me. Mostly I want price to get close to my area of interest. Okay. Price to get close to the area of interest. And this one too opens with no wick. So I was expecting a pullback. So it's all about waiting. Sometimes you wait and you miss the trade. So I was expecting a pullback. Since the H1 candle opens. So the chances, since the H1 candle hasn't closed yet, the chances that we can get a pullback to is very high. You get it? The chances that you can get a pullback is very high. That's what you need to understand. Brandy, did you get a trade? I just saw you posted it. You did the analysis on the group. Did you get a trade at Brainy? Yeah, so the trade was looking perfect. So these are the trades that if I get two of them in a month, it's going to turn your. If you get trade of this sort two of them in a month, it's going to turn your financial condition for better, because the chances of this kind of trade setup moving in your favor is very high. So if you get some of this trade if you get like two of them or two of them within a month, so the whole of this month I've gotten like I've gotten like three of them. Yeah, the timing was very bad, and the H1 time frame also never closed with what. So we might get a pullback. Okay, we might get a pullback because this candle opens with no wick. As I was saying, you might get a pullback. So you don't have to be impulsive. That is the thing. Follow the rules, follow the plan. Trading, the only difference between the reason why a lot of people are not able to succeed in trading is for the waiting part and having a rule or a plan. That's the most difficult part. So that's what I'm saying. This one opens with no wick. So last time, for instance, with the USD card that we entered this trade, you notice that we entered it around the side. Yeah. So you notice that the H4 candle, when the H4 candle closed, it's closed with no wick. Okay, it's closed with no wick. So you notice that price made a deep pullback. Okay, if you move to the 30 minutes, you will see the pullback. Yeah. The price made a pullback before it started heading towards the direction that we projected or speculated price to be going. So that's it about what's waiting for candles to close. Okay, that's it for waiting for candles to close. Waiting for a wick, a candle to close a wick or opens with a wick before you enter. Yeah, so exactly what I said. Price will definitely pull back. Most of the times, price will pull back to give the wick. But one thing, as I'm saying, one thing about this trade that is even making me So only one time frame is in an uptrend. Okay, but one thing is what this is the weekly time frame. Price has broken out from a weekly time. This is a perfect trade setup. Perfect trade setups. But this one might click. Okay. So let's check out on GU2 as well. So GU2 was a trade that I was looking forward to. So looking at the monthly time frame on GU, looking at the monthly time frame on GU, you're having this rejectional level over here. On GU, you're having this rejectional level over here. Looking at the weekly time frame, so the weekly time frame has made most of the things that I normally consider in a trade. Price just broke out. Okay, price just broke out, made a pullback over here. Okay, price just made a pullback over here. Okay, so those what do you call it? Yeah, so price just broke out and it has made a rate test over here. So we're having only 6 people have given a like to the stream. So please, why? If people are not, so if you have been an active member over here, the first thing you have to do is when you come over here, you just give a like to the stream. That's the best way to go. Okay, so kindly click on the thumbs up button, giving a like to the stream. Give a like to the stream. Give a like to the stream. Okay, so as I'm saying, price has just made a perfect rate test over here. Okay, price has made a perfect rate test over here. So we're expecting continuation of the trend to this side. Okay, at GU. So looking at the daily time frame too as well. With it, so now the weekly time frame is a downtrend. Okay, so we normally do time frame correlation. The weekly time frame is a downtrend. Price is currently what? There's this rejectional level over here. There was this rejectional level over here. So there was another rejectional level over here. Okay. There was another rejectional level over there. So price at the daily time frame is an uptrend. Looking at the H4 time frame, the H4 time frame too is currently what? H4 time frame is also what? H4 time frame is a downtrend. Okay, so for us to take a buy, okay, for us, so since you're having inconsistency in the direction of the market, for us to take a buy, we need to wait for price to what? You need to wait for price to break out. We see if it breaks out and we get a discounted price, okay, then we take a buy. We need to wait for breakout get a discounted price, and you take a buy. So at this point, it can go a sell because you're having inconsistency in the direction of the market. You're having inconsistency in the various the times. Okay, the time frames. The weekly is a downtrend. The daily is an uptrend. The H4 is what, a downtrend. So kind of inconsistency. So the best way to go is to wait for this shift in trend. So this is what I was expecting it to happen even during the before the daily candle closed. This candle, I was expecting this candle to break out, and during the Asian session we can get a pullback like this, then we take the continuation of the trend. But your plans are not the plans of the market. Your plans are not the plans of the market. So what happened? Price decided to what, just do what it likes to do. You get it? What? So USD card is just moving. So you see, anytime I come to the market, this is the setup I'm looking for. All the trades that I've taken, these are the setups that I mostly look for in a trade. These are the setups that I mostly look for. But we didn't get, the timing was very bad. We are hoping March will come very soon so that the market will come to normal. Okay, so those if you want to, those who are asking of the broker that I normally use, people are asking the reliable broker that I use. So the link is in the comment section. Okay, click on the link in the comment section and register with the broker that I use. And with anytime you make a deposit, you are going to get 100% bonus on your first deposit. No broker is doing this thing to you. They're having super low spread too as well. Okay, they have low super spread as well, and your trade are going to be executed at a very fast rate. And when it comes to what do you call it, when it comes to verification of account, you see some brokers are going to require a lot of particulars from you. But when it comes to this broker that I use with XM Global, they are not going to require a lot of things. What you need is only your identification card. You get only your identification card that is needed. So if you want to register, and when it comes to withdrawals too are very fast. Within a day, you are going to, your withdrawal is going to hit your account. And when it comes to deposits, within the same day, your deposit is going to hit your account, either your bank account or any of the payment method that you are going to be choosing. So you see, some brokers normally requires a lot of things. They need bank statement, they need this, but this one, the only thing that you need is what? The only thing that you need is your identification card. If you provide your identification card, your account is going to be verified. So click on the link that is in the comment section. If you click on the link, it's going to take you to the dashboard. You fill in your KYC and you are there to trade. Okay, so in case maybe you want to know how to link it to your MetaTrader 5 tool as well, I've done a video on it in my YouTube channel, so you can check it out over there. So the link is in the comment section. There's no broker who is going to give you 100% bonus anytime you make a deposit. Okay, so you are going to enjoy 100% bonus, and you are going to use it to trade. If you make profit, the profit is for you. You get it. So if you deposit $500, you are going to get $1,000. If you deposit $100, you are going to get $200. Okay, you are not going to get it anywhere, and the verification is very fast and very hot. It doesn't they don't require a lot of things. Yeah, so USD card. It looks like we missed the trade. So you see, mostly if you don't get the good price, yeah, so I'm very surprised. Brainy of all people, who is very impulsive, never entered this trade. Now Brainy is becoming very disciplined. That's good. If you lose, you need to become disciplined. Automatically, you become disciplined. Yeah. So we never get the trade because it's moved before us. The timing was very bad. Let's all hope for March to come very fast. Let's all hope for March to come very fast. So price is going to get to this target. The reason why I was thinking the H1 is going to pull back, because if you entered over here, suppose maybe we entered over here, price was very high for us. Price was very high. Price was high. You get it? Price was high. So that means you are going to enter it over here. And if price starts to pull back, you're going to be in a deep drawdown. So it is better, at least you have to get it close to the area of interest. Okay, you need to get it at a discounted price. You don't have to buy, like, imagine buying something at a very high price while someone too is selling it at a very low price. So that's why we always wait for price to get or approach the area of interest. Really said I'm even shocked. Yeah, so so normally this is what I say about trading. Trading is more about experience. So if you go and read books on trading psychology, you are just wasting your time. If you read books on psychology, those things, you are just wasting your time, because you are not going to listen unless it has hit you hard before you learn your lesson. Okay, so I think trading psychology books and those things, it doesn't work. It's all about experience. If you lose, discipline will come naturally. Okay, discipline will come naturally. To wait for the right things to happen, discipline will come naturally. So it's not about reading trading psychology books. Trading psychology books never works. Many of all people would have entered it very fast by now, but now he never entered because he didn't get the entry. So that's it. So sometimes you miss some trades, but it's fine. You get it. You are learning. It's fine. So let's see if gold has set up. Yeah, so exactly what I was saying on gold. Gold has broken out from the zone. Gold has broken out from the zone. So you just have to wait for the retest. You get it. You just have to wait for the retest. This is an impulsive buy. If you take a buy over here, it's an impulsive. So wait for a discounted price so that you get a place where you can set your stop loss. A place where you can set your stop loss. So this would have been the trade for the day, but it moved before the time we came to the market. So kindly give a like to the stream. If you just join, kindly click on the thumbs up button, and if you have not subscribed to the channel too, kindly subscribe to the channel. So let's check it out. Let's check GG out and see. So looking at GG with GBP JPY. So on the monthly time frame, so when you're on this channel and by 3 to 4 months you are not profitable, then you are not taking what I'm saying seriously. That's the fact. If you're on this channel and you pay attention to whatever I'm going to say, just give yourself like 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. You come out, you just bring me my stone. Okay, you are going to be profitable because I have a lot of experience when it comes to this market. Okay, so if you are here, kindly show up every day. That's the best thing to do. If you show up every day, giving yourself like 5 months, and you have to enroll on the course too for you to understand most of the things that I talk about when it comes to the support and resistance levels and those things. If you enroll on the course and you understand, because the support and resistance levels, I don't just draw them randomly. You get it? I follow certain routine. I follow some approach. There's rules guiding those things. Okay, and when it comes to identifying the trend and those things, there was a rule guiding all those things. Okay, so I don't draw them just like that. I follow some plan or rule. So if you want to understand my approach, you can join the training. Okay, you join the training, you understand those things, and you show up on the stream too every day. Let's hope maybe I'll keep on doing these things. But if you keep on showing up on the stream, give yourself like 3 months, 4 months, you start making money from the market. Okay. If only you are going to be disciplined, you start making money from the market. So it's not a rocket science, it's all about a rules-based game. So looking at the monthly time frame, these are the various rejectional level. So I have people who were not having any knowledge about how the forex market works. I have people who were not having any knowledge about how the forex market works, and now they understand. Okay, they now understand because they put in the work. They understand how the market works. They can analyze the market themselves. A lot of things that they are doing for themselves. Okay, at least even if they are not making a huge amount of money, they are what, on the right path. Okay, that's the most important thing. Trading is a journey. You don't have to expect it to make money upfront instantly. It all takes time. So if you follow me keenly for a very long time, I think your trading journey is going to change for good. So kindly show up every day. That's the most important thing, and give yourself some time. So the monthly time frame, these are the various rejectional levels. You get it? These are the various rejectional levels. So looking at the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, price is currently consolidating. You get it? Price is currently consolidating. But if you look at it technically, you notice that what? Price is what? Currently a downtrend. So the sectional bias, you are trying to come out with a sectional bias. So looking at the weekly time frame, with the weekly time frame, the trend is currently what? A downtrend, because this high over here has been broken. Price just made a pullback over here. Price just made a pullback. So with the sectional bias, looking at the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame trend is what? A downtrend. The weekly time frame trend is a downtrend. Okay, so let's look at the daily time frame. What's the daily? So you have to do top-down analysis so that you get to understand what is going on in the other time frame. Because one thing you need to understand is what? Price normally respects those higher time frame levels. Okay, this is the standard time frame that I use. The weekly, monthly, daily, H4. These are the standard time frame. Okay, these are the standard time frame. So you need to start from the top. Okay, get to know the higher time frame, the various rejectional levels, and those stuffs. Know what is going on those time frames. Then what? You move to the lower time frame. That's the most important thing you need to do. Okay, so if you look at the daily time frame, currently the daily time frame, what's the daily time frame trend? The daily time frame trend is what? An uptrend. Okay, price is currently an uptrend. Made a pullback. It's made a high and low over here. So it looks like it's a downtrend. So sometimes it becomes very confusing when it comes to, you are seeing this bearish candle over here. It's kind of indicating a breakout of structure. Okay, it looks like there was a minor, but it's not something, it is not clear over here. It is not clear. There was a minor resistance over there. So looking at the daily time frame, the daily time frame trend is what? The daily time frame trend is a downtrend. So let's look at the H4 time frame. So H42 is a downtrend. So price is currently what? Looking at the H4 time frame, let me pull out on the daily time frame and see if, so USD card pullback. Really? Yeah. So as I indicated, since the H1 time frame, so it hasn't even pulled back. So the H1 time frame never formed with a wick. You get it? It's never. So it is trying to create the wick. It is trying to create the wick. So looking at the H4 time frame on GJ, Looking at the H4 time frame on GJ, the H4 time frame trend is what? A downtrend at this point. The H4 time frame is a downtrend at this point. It's a downtrend at this point. You get it? So what we are expecting it to happen, what I'm expecting it to happen, not what I'm expecting it to happen, because maybe most of you are using different approach. So when it comes to the H4, what I'm expecting it to happen, is what? I'm expecting price to break out, make a pullback over here. Okay, I want to see a pullback over here, then price will continue. That's what I'm expecting it to happen at the H4 time frame. Okay, that would be a nice trade setup. So I'm expecting price to pull back either on this level, or on this level. Okay, so where this swing is going to end, I can't tell for now. I don't know where this swing is going to end. So what I would prefer for price to be doing is what? For price to pull back. Okay, I would prefer I want to see price pulling back. If price pulls back, then I'll find an entry. That's what I would love to see. But currently, it's just an impulsive move. Okay, price has just made an impulsive move. So the daily time frame too. So all the time frames are in the same direction. Okay, so these are the things that mostly I love to see on the chart. If all the time frames are in the same direction, you become very confident when you execute. Because all the time frames are pointing at the same direction. But if it happens, only one time frame is what, an uptrend, and one is downtrend, like they are inconsistent with each other. Mostly, it becomes very difficult for you. To get the direction of the market. You get it. It becomes very difficult for you to get the direction of the market. So I would prefer price to break out below this one, just make a pullback to this side, okay, or to this side, then we get in for a sell. That's what I would love to see on them charts. Okay, but nothing of that sort is happening. Price is currently approaching this rejectional. We're having a rejectional level at the H4 time frame that price is getting rejected over. Okay, we're having a lot of rejection. So let's look at the weekly candle and see what's happening over there. Looking at the weekly time candle, the previous weekly candle. Okay, let's look at the daily time frame candle. So the daily time frame, trying to scrutinize what these candles are doing. Looking at the previous candle what gave us what, a seller's exhaustion candle. There was a seller's exhaustion candle over here. There was a seller's exhaustion candle over here. And what happened? This price broke below this one. Price has broken below this one. Price has broken below this one. So now candle structures too is a downtrend at the daily time frame. Candle structure is currently a downtrend. So anytime price breaks, if it is in a downtrend and it breaks the current candle breaks the previous candle low, it tells you that candle structure has shifted trend to what? A downtrend. You get it? Candle structure has shifted trend to what? A downtrend. So at this point, what I would love to see, since the candle structure is giving us more confirmation that price is going to move down. Okay, since candle structure is giving us more confirmation that price is going to move down, we just have to wait for the pullback, because now price is currently very low. You don't want to buy at a very low price. You want price to come down, give you a discounted price, then you take a sell. That's the best way you love or prefer price to be doing. Okay, you don't want to be taking sell over here. That's not the best way to go. So you need to wait for a pullback over here. You need to wait for price to pull back, okay, giving you a discounted price which is what, very low, okay, then you take a sell over a price which is very, since you are buying, you want price to be very high. Okay, so you will sell it at a very high price, and what, selling it at this price is very low, very low, in the sense that price is currently what, approaching this rejectional level. Price is currently approaching this rejectional level, so you don't want to sell it at a very low price. It doesn't, when it comes to business, it doesn't make sense selling something that you bought it at a very high price and now giving it out at a very low price. Sometimes we can have many factors that would trigger someone to sell something at a very low price. Maybe the product has rotten, or maybe it is outdated. Yet there are many factors. But it's normally, if the product is in good shape, if everything is on point, you need to make sure you are selling it at a very high price. So we prefer selling it, waiting for price to go high. We have to hold it for price to go high. If it goes high, then what, we take a sell. That's the best way to go. You don't have to be selling it when price is currently approaching what, this rejectional level. So how to determine if we are selling it at a very low price or a high price is when price is currently, you use the rejectional level to determine that. You get it? You use the rejectional level to determine that. So currently price is approaching this rejectional level. So it tells you that what, price is at this moment at a very what, low price. So comparing the where it broke out from the zone, looking at where it broke out, this is where it broke out the zone, and see where price is currently getting to. Okay, so if you measure the range over here, it tells you that what, price is currently what, close to what, an area of interest. It is close to a rejection. Will just get pull back, okay, or gets rejected and pull back is very high. So we don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we are what, selling at a support. We want price to break out. So if price break out over here and make a pullback, now price has what, you can measure it in a way that price is very what, high at this point. Okay, you can measure it in a way price is currently high at this point, so you can take a sell over here. But since price is currently approaching and it hasn't broken and closed, at this point you consider it to be what, a very high price, a very low price rather. You want to sell it at a very high price, not a low price. So that's what I'm expecting it on GJ, but currently there's no entry on GJ. So exactly what I said on USD card. So guys, you see experience pace. I told you experience pace. So if you rush, you enter. So price has currently come to what, a very low price. So when it comes to this market, yeah, so it has pulled back to an entry. So it's the same thing that happened yesterday. So at this point, you need to. So you see the reason why I'm very conservative on this trade. It looks like I don't want to enter. It's because of this correlation I'm doing over here. Okay, the H4 is looking good, but because of this correlation I'm doing over here, looking at the weekly downtrend, daily downtrend, only H4 is in an uptrend. That is why I'm very conservative. I don't want to what, enter. Rain, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? So because of this one, okay, because of this is my correlation. So that's why I'm very conservative. I don't want to do something that I'm not. It's like you are not being disciplined. You always. So when are you going to stop breaking your rules? So that's why I'm kind of reserved. That's why I'm kind of reserved. So the H1 time frame never. So H1 time frame. So the H1 low has been broken. The H1 low has been broken. So I want to reach a space where I want to be super patient following my rules. Okay, if you look at this, the one that I even showed, the one I even talked about the other time. If you look at this trade that I was talking about, the daily time frame trend was an uptrend. the daily time frame trend, it was when? That was 24th December. Yeah, 24th December. Let's check out the daily time frame, the pattern structure. So you can see 24th December. This is 24th December. The pattern structure was an uptrend. Price just pulled back. Okay, so the daily was an uptrend, and I think even to the extent that the weekly was even a downtrend. Okay, by here it's only one time frame. It's only the H4, which is what, an uptrend at this point. Okay, but if you look at this one, the daily pattern structure is an uptrend. H4, the weekly is an uptrend. So even weekly is not the issue, but at least I have to make sure the H4 is what, an uptrend. The daily is also what, an uptrend at this point. You get it? So that's why I'm very conservative on this trade. I'm not kind of very confident in it. So even the the H1 the H1 pattern structures, the H1 candle structures, it has broken the H1 low. It has broken the H1 low. So patient pace. So it's so very, very be observant and put it into practice. The candle opened with no wick. It started just straight. So I gave you an example where we encountered the same problem on the last, was it, when did I give the trade signal on USD card the other time? That was 27th, on Monday. On Monday, I later noticed that even the H4 never gave a wick. If you, those who entered the trade that I gave, the signal that I gave, you guys noticed that it pulled back. It made a deep pullback before moving in our direction. Okay, it made a deep pullback before moving in our direction. So it's the same thing that happened. So you have to make sure. So I just told myself, when it was pulling back, I just told myself, I've made a mistake. I should have checked the candle, how the candle opened, and I noticed that the candle opened with no wick. You get it? I noticed that the candle opened with no wick. So mostly this is how it looks like. The candle needs to what, make a pullback. If you are entering a sell and the candle starts like this, wait for, if the candle open like this, okay, if the candle opens like this, it tells you there's no wick. It opens with no wick. So what you have to do is what, wait for the wick to be created. Okay, wait for the candle to create a wick, to give you a wick. So the market can be tempting. Wait for it to create or give you the wick. Okay, after the wick has been created, then what do? After the wick has been created, then what you will do is what, you enter. That is when you can enter. Okay, so Brainy, what are you doing now? You said you want the market to pull back. It has pulled back. What are you doing now? So you have to wait for the pullback, okay, before you go in for what, a buy. Before you go in for a buy. Before you go in for a buy. Before you go in for a buy. So if there's no wick, you need to expect a pullback. So sometimes even waiting for the candle to pull back. So this one, for instance, you will notice that price just what, opens with no pullback. Okay, you can see over here, price just opened with no pullback. And what happened? Price just moved very fast. You get it? Price just moved very fast. There was no wick. Price just moved very fast. So sometimes waiting for your rules to align is going to cause you to lose a lot of trade. Not lose, you are going to miss some trades. Okay, so it's normal. Brainy, I want to hear from you. What are you waiting for now? For me, what I'm waiting for, the reason why I'm not going to enter, I would have been looking for an entry on this one, but this is my rule. The rule is to wait for at least two of this one to be in the same direction. okay, to be in the same direction, then this kind of counter trend. So I even said it earlier that is a counter trend trade. So most of the times the trades that fit my style, I don't even talk much, then I execute. The trades that normally fit my style, I don't mostly talk a lot, then I just execute before you. So if I kind of see less confidence in the trade, I don't have to impress people by executing trades. I have to make sure they fit my trading style before I'll pull the trigger. Okay, before I'll pull the trigger. So the daily time frame trend was a downtrend for me. So this one it can happen. It's just making a pullback, but most of the majority of the time frame trend is what, just an uptrend. So that's what you need to understand. Mostly with the pre-lending session, price will normally deceive you. Price will deceive you as if price is moving in your direction. And when the main active session starts, price will start pulling back. That's why mostly we become, so all these things were learned. We learned all these things last year. We learned all these things last year. We paid the price. We lost money to what? Learn all these things. You get it? So if you are going to pay the price to learn something and you are not going to implement those things, then you are just wasting your time in the game. So anything that you pay, that's why it's always important you learn from your losses. So any price that you are going to pay, but I'm getting inside small. Okay, you are entering. That's fine. You know the hear word. So if you are not, so for me, as I've said, I'm not focusing solely on the H4 time frame. So I'm focusing on the daily and H4. So I'm waiting for the daily and H4. I'm waiting for the daily and H4 to be in the same direction, which is not going to happen. So you see the USD CHF trade. Let's try and go back to USD CHF. So with the USD CHF trade, where is the USD CHF trade? So yeah, so this is the USD CHF trade that we wanted to execute the other time. So this was the plan. On USD CHF, if you look at the daily time frame, what's the trend for the daily time frame? So you see a perfect price just broke out. You get price just broke out, a perfect retest over here. Okay, a perfect retest over here at the daily time frame. If you look at the H4 time frame too, price just retested on this one exactly. You get it? So how many time frames are in the same direction? So two time frames. Yeah, the UJ played out too as well. The UJ played, but one thing about UJ, I've traded it before, so I know the ins and outs. That pair is kind of very it's kind of very it can deceive you. That's how I have to put it. It's very what do you call it? The way it moves like it is moving in your direction. It's kind of retracing. So that's why I didn't even enter the trade, because I've traded it before. So the daily and H4 was in the same direction. That is why I opted for a sell on this trade. You get it? That's why. So these are what I normally wait for. It takes times though. So sometimes it takes a week. So mostly the highest trades that I normally get within a week is like 1 or 2 trades. Okay, 1 or 2 trades within a week. So that's how it goes, because it's kind of waiting for quality trade setups. It's going to take some time. Okay, it's kind of going to take some time. So let me show you, if you want to enter this trade, not when it is pulling back, you need to wait for confirmation before. Let me show you how you'll be able to enter this trade. If you move to the H1 time frame, the H4 time frame is currently pulling back. Okay, it is showing you what a bearish candles. If you want to take a buy, you need to see bullish candle. Move to the 30-minute time frame. The 30-minute time frame is also giving you a bearish candle. Why do you want to sell? So the best way to see that price is about to take off, okay, the best way to see or to get to understand or notice that price is about to take off by buying is by what? Waiting for, maybe like what I said yesterday. Even yesterday I was impatient. I didn't wait for the candle to close bullish. Wait for a bullish candle to close, maybe the 30-minute, 15-minute. Wait for a bullish candle to close. Okay, if it's closed, then it tells you that the chances that price is going to what? Move up is very high. You get it? So wait, you need to wait for a bullish candle to break above the zone. Okay, if it breaks above the zone and close, if the candle shows you a bullish candle breaks above the zone and close, that is when, and the next one flip. Okay, that is when you will love to take a buy, but not when the candle is just giving you bearish candle. That one, it becomes more risky, because what is the guarantee that this market is going to pull back? It is giving you, it is currently showing you it is selling. Okay, it is currently showing you that it is selling. So what's the guarantee that this market is going to what? It's going to pull back on you, like it is going to move in your direction. Because if you read the H1 structure, candle structure, you notice that the candle structure, the low of the candle has been broken. I hope you can see it. The low of the candle has been broken at this point. You get it? So it tells you that price is currently selling. There was selling pressure or selling momentum in the market. Okay, there was what? Selling momentum in the market. So what you have to wait for is what? Wait for confirmation. Either if it happens you are going to be losing the missing the trade. If you don't want to miss the trade, move to the lower time frames, like the 15-minute time frame or the 30 minutes time frame, before you execute. You get it? Before you execute, because currently price is all showing you bearish candle. So wait for the flip like this. If it flips, then it gives you some chances that price is going to what? Price can move up. Okay, so entering it when it is showing, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, so wait for, it's good, because currently if you enter, price is currently pulling back. Okay, so if you enter, it's kind of risky. Yeah, so you need to wait. Yeah, so Peniti, so where are you from? Are you in Ghana? Peniti. Yeah, so you have to wait for the candle to give you an indication. Okay, this one entering over here. So those who normally use the sell limit and the buy limits are those who do that. So far as price is getting to this confluence level, then they set their sell limits. The moment price will get there, then it will trigger them in. That is very risky. Okay, if you do something of that sort, it becomes very risky. Okay, it becomes very risky. So you need to follow the plan. The plan is you have to wait for candle to close above this one. If the candle flip and close above, okay, or the 30-minute candle close above this one, okay, pin 9, okay, pin 9, Nigeria. Yeah, so that's what it's best to wait for. Wait for price to break above this one. Wait for price to break close above below this one. Then what? You go in for a buy. But currently, there's nothing like a trade setup. There's no entry. So you see the H1 candle has closed, and the H1 candle has closed below the weekly zone and broken above below the what? It has broken above. It has broken below the what? The trend line too as well. So it looks like similar thing that happened on the last trade I entered on USD card. But that one, so as it broke below, what happened? Price just flipped again and went up. So let's see. But one thing I'm not confident to enter is because the daily time frame is a downtrend. So that's why I don't want to, because of this my rules. Mostly I want like two of them to be in the same direction. Okay, I want at least two of them to be in the same direction. Then I'll go in. So gold has broken out from the zone. So at this point, you just have to wait for the pullback. It's currently price is currently high at this point. So you have to wait for the pullback, wait for the discounted price to get to this side. Price to get to this side, then you take in the buy. So if I guarantee you, if you follow this principle, the principles that I've been talking about, if we follow it religiously, there's no way your losses are even going to be very small. When it comes to your losses, you are going to be having a high win rate, and your losses too are going to be very small. Market, if you are really going to follow whatever I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is what I'm expecting. So you need to wait for the pullback on gold, then we're going for a buy. Yeah, so with GJ2, as I said, I'm waiting for the pullback price to create a resistance, then we look for what? A sell. Yeah, so nothing is saying price is going to move up. Nothing shows price is going to move up. So you just have to be. So the whole of this week, it's only one trade that's okay. Yeah, so I don't count. I don't count yesterday's this thing. Yeah, so it's currently moving down. So it's good. We are saved. I'm saved. So sometimes trying to stick to the rules become very difficult. You break the rules, break the rules, break the rules. I was about to break the rule. I was about to break the rule, like what happened yesterday. Sticking to the rules sometimes become very difficult. So the whole of this month, these are the trades that I've taken. GU, so like the quality trades that I've taken one GU. So this one, I took one GU over here. The quality ones, and USD card. Was it US? So next month we are coming in. We are coming in hard by following the rules. So there was another one too over here. So far, and this one. So I think USD card has given me more opportunities than the rest of the pairs. Among the three, USD card has given me more opportunity, and one over here. So every week, my highest trade is like 2. Okay, one or two of them. Every week, it is guaranteed I'm going to get like at least one trade within a week. Every week, it is guaranteed I'm going to get one trade within the week. And last 2 weeks too, I made some trades on GBP USD. That because of fundamentals, especially on this one. Especially on this ones. Yeah, this one was one perfect trade I missed because of how the candles were forming. Okay, because of how the candles were forming. So So I think it's moved, like I was waiting for price to just take off, but what happened is what price moved like 60 pips for the month. So far the month has almost ended, and we have been able to protect ourselves to the end of the month, and we came out profitable. You have been able to come out profitable. So you need to prepare for how you are going to tackle February 2 as well. You need to prepare on how you are going to tackle February 2 as well. So price is currently trying to do what I'm expecting it to do. So when it breaks out, I'm not going to rush to enter. I'll just maybe look for a pullback. So you see this one, for instance, as price broke out, what happened? We encountered, or we what? Price just pulled back over here. This one, for instance, there was a clean zone expecting price to move up. As price broke out, you don't have to rush to enter. You need to wait for the pullback. As price pulled back, this is the best way, and what you enter a buy. So it's the same thing that happened yesterday. Was kind of disobeyed the rules, but I think I put up early. I got the signal. The Wall Street called me. I called the Wall Street that is the price going to move in my favor. They told me secretly that price is going to GU. Yesterday they told me secretly. The Wall Street people told me secretly that price is going to what? Price is going to trade retrace. GBP USD is going to retrace. So pull off, and I pull out from the trade. The moment I pull out from the trade, then the thing started falling. It felt like something. You get it? So I have some connection with the big players, those who move the market. I have some connection with them. I have their contact. So if I so card JPY too, I put out on card JPY the other time, and price decided to what? Moved up. So this one too, I entered this one the other time, and the way price was doing, I just called the big players that, hello, what's happening? I've entered card JPY. Is it going to move down, or is it going to just pull back? They told me it will pull. They told me it's going to pull back, and I just closed the trade. But those who were blind, they were still in the trade. They were still in the trade. So the market, you just have to listen. Okay, so I have their contact. I have the big players contact. So mostly, if I enter a trade and I'm not sure about like the way mostly price is moving, I just call them. I call them to find out whether price is going to move or it's not going to move. So you see, sometimes CAD JPY, for instance, is what one you see later price just moved. Price just moved, but it took like 3 days, just made back and forth before price moved. You get it? Yeah. So I called them and they told me it's going to take some time before it will move. They are now putting things in place before price will move. So if I come into break even, I should close the trade. So when the thing came into break even, I closed the trade. So listen, that thing is not rocket science. You get it? It's not rocket science. If you enter a trade, especially GBP USD, for instance, on yesterday, I just sat down. I just noticed that I'm not. This thing is not aligned with the way mostly I look at price. Okay. I just noticed that this thing is not aligned with the way mostly I normally enter markets. So I just decided it's very normal. If you are disobeying your rules, you become less confident in the trade that you are executing. So that's why you mostly close the trade prematurely and other stuffs. But if you are very confident, so USD card, for instance, on Monday, I was very confident on the trade. So even when it was pulling back, I knew it's just a short-term pullback because I was very, very confident in this trade. Okay, I was very, very confident in this trade. So even when it was pulling back, I knew price is going to get the area that I'm talking about. So I wasn't worried about it. So if you are breaking your rules, your emotions are going to tell you are doing something wrong. Okay, your emotions are going to tell you are doing something wrong. So if you look at USD JPY You see, USDJPY played out perfectly. So with my system, I should have even charged like thousands of dollars for this system that I'm using. But you see, I'm doing it for free for you people to learn. So you see, USD card. Last time, was it on Monday or so? We discussed about USD card, and if you check, yeah, we discussed about, but it just made some back and forth before moving. And the reason is what? All the time frames, the reason is the daily time frame was the market just made a pullback here. This was the Monday. Price just made a pullback. Okay. So yesterday it was even looking good yesterday. Price pulled back over here. Price just pulled back over here. And moving to the H4 time frame. This is the point we want to. So the H4 time frame just made a breakout pullback. It's the same thing that happened on USD card too as well. But this one just made some back and forth. It just made some back and forth. You get it, just broke out, made a pullback before price decided to what. So if you are going to follow these principles, I'm betting you your win rate is going to be like 80% most of the times. And you blend it or you combine it with what the time of the day. If you're not aware of the time of the day, if you enter trades normally, I like at just random times, then you are going to be facing the chart. So you see USD card, we waited patiently for the time, and you see as the actual time came, you see price is currently pulling back. Okay, so those who were not patient, those who were impatient and entered it before the active market section, that was what, an hour before the active market session, you see they are facing the consequence of the pullback. Okay, so if you become emotional with trading, you need to understand that you are going to face the consequence. Okay, you are going to face the consequence. I'm not saying I don't lose. I lose sometimes, but my win rate is very, very high. Okay, my win rate is very high. So you just have to follow me religiously. If you follow me religiously, your trading journey is going to change. It's going to change for good. It's going to change for good. Yeah, so this month I've taken few trades, and one thing you need to understand is when I get the trade to the market really moves very well. I get a lot of pips over there. The pip, if I get a good trade, I normally get good risk reward. Okay, so maybe USD card, the H1 time frame can decide to just break within the zone, the way it is looking, the way things are forming. It can just, maybe it was just a pullback. But even if it breaks above, it is not in my rules, I will not enter. If it is not in my rules, so I will not enter. I'll prefer waiting for, see, the daily time frame. Yeah, so it can happen the H1 time frame can just close above, like what happened the other time. It can happen, it can just close above this one, and the market would decide to move up. But since the H1 time frame has broken below this one, it tells you that what the sellers pressure over here is very, it's very high. So if price is going to break above this one, it's going to take a long time, and it has also broken below the confluence zone. Okay, it has broken below the confluence zone. So the chances that price is going to pull back. So let's talk. Let me give you a friendly advice. Trading, I know a lot of people over here who are doubting trading works, but you see, trading is going to work for you only when you have rules. Okay, and I've already been saying this thing. You need to look at your winning trades and ask yourself, what are the things that you considered before executing? This is a brotherly or sisterly advice that I'm giving. Okay, we are all trying to be good at what we are doing, but since I'm having experience more than most of you people, I think I'm in the best position to just advise you people. If you have the mindset of making money quick, 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 it's going to be what? Very bad for you. So the best way to get a system, and I know since you've all showed up since you've all showed up here, you have at certain point taken a winning trade before. Like if not two, you have taken like three trades that has gone in our favor before. So the best way to go by this is what? You need to go back to that trace, okay, and find out. You first of all consider, what time did you enter the trade? You need to write it down. What time did you enter the trade? Did you enter the trade? Okay, you need to ask yourself, what time did you enter the trade? So with the time you enter the trade, that is going to come. So you have to make sure, like, with the time that you enter the trade, you have gotten like three trades that you entered it within that time frame. Okay, so we're having markets, active market sections. So you need to get educated on that time. Okay, you need to ask yourself, what time did you enter the trade? Among the three trades that you took, what time did you enter the trade? Were they like close to each other, or were they in the same time zone? After getting to understand the time that you enter, so you see, most of the times I can easily, if you have been following me for some time, you can easily see that I mostly go back to my past trade and refer to the time. For instance, I give you a scenario where price is the same. Okay, I gave you a scenario where price is the same thing. I have what? I keep accounts with the trades that I take. I don't just take a trade and forget. I keep an account, because one thing I've noticed about the market is what? The same thing is going to happen again. Okay, if not the same thing, similar, it's going to appear similarly. Okay, so if it happens again, I will be taking advantage of it. So I have to steady the trade. You get it? I have to steady the trade. So asking yourself the time that you enter the trade, then you come to what? What did you see before you entered? Okay, then you consider the candles, you consider either the zones and those stuffs. You consider all those things, because I'm very sure if you entered a trade and you were not gambling, then what? You had a rule that you followed. So if you had the rule that you followed, why don't you repeat the same process? Okay, why don't you repeat the same process? So the reason why I didn't, like, when price was pulling back, I never tried to enter, is because of these rules that it is not aligned. Okay, it is not. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So what's so you were talking about, sorry, please. So you see what the market is doing now. You see what the market is doing now. So as I was saying, you need to reflect on your winning trades. That's the best way to succeed in this game. You reflect on the winning trades. So for me, I always reflect on the winning trade. So if I notice that I'm doing something wrong, then I just go back to my trading plan, reflect on the past trades, and find out whether I've been respecting the rules that I told myself. Okay, because if you look at all the trades that I've been taking, so if I make a mistake or if I lose a trade, if I follow all the the plan, if I follow my plan and I notice I'm losing, then I will say, oh, it's a market condition because I've taken the same trade setup that has played out before. But if I take something different from my trading plan, I don't respect the time that I normally look at the market. If I don't respect the time that I normally look at the market, I don't follow maybe the time frame correlation, I don't follow the entry principles, then I will notice that I've broken my trading plan. You get it? I've broken. So yesterday, for instance, with GBP USD, I broke my trading plan because normally, based on eliminating the things that is not working, I just took out the breakout from my trading plan. Okay, and yesterday I took it. Okay, I took a breakout trade which is outside my trading plan. Okay, so my trading plan is what? So this one would have been a nice setup for me if, let's say, maybe the daily is an uptrend and the H4 is an uptrend. I would have taken it without fear of failure. Okay, with that one, I knew I just obeyed my trading plan because the same thing happened over here. So I knew I obeyed my trading plan. But if the thing is outside my trading plan, so this trade, for instance, I followed my trading plan to the T because time frame correlation, everything was aligned with the things that I normally look in a trade. Okay, everything was aligned according to the things that I look in a trade. But with this trade, if you look at the daily time frame, the daily time frame is a downtrend. Okay, the daily time frame is a downtrend. Weekly time frame is a downtrend. So I noticed that the confidence in this trade is not high. Okay, and even the H1 time frame, when the H1 time frame started, it started with no wick at the top. So it was kind of a risky trade. You get it? It was kind of risky trade. So any trade setup that I will share in my Telegram channel, that means you have to consider it as what? A high probability trade setup. Any trade that I share in my Telegram, I don't normally, because I want the best for my followers. Okay, so I don't want people to be losing. If I share a trade idea and people lose, it pains me. Okay, so I normally wait for what? High quality trade setups before I will share. So if you see me sharing something in my Telegram channel, if I share a trade idea in the Telegram channel, you have to notice that that trade idea is a high probability trade setup. Okay, and most of the trade ideas that I've been sharing to has been playing out. Sometimes it's only the timing that is not favorable. But if I share it in the Telegram channel, because a lot of people are looking forward to watch how it's going to play out, so I don't have to share an average trade setup. I have to make sure it is quality. Okay, it is quality. So if I tell you buy at this point, sell at this point, it means what? It's a high quality trade setup for me. Okay, it's a high quality trade setups. I go in for high quality trade setups. So that's why my win rate. So next month, the month has almost, January has almost ended, and we've learned a lot of lessons from January. Okay, so February about to start, and with February, I'm very sure great things are about to happen for me personally. Great things are about to happen. So trading is an individual game. Trading is an individual game. So don't be moved by the number of trades people take. Just do what works for you. I always say those times you used to fight people about their trading strategy when you started during 2018 there. We used to fight people. Your trading, my system is better than your system. But as I have been in the game for long, I noticed that it's not about who is using the best strategy. What you need to ask yourself is the system working for the person? Is the person making money from the strategy? That's the most important thing. So you need to ask yourself, is it making money? Is the system making money? So don't have to condemn anyone's strategy. The most important thing, if the person is making money, then we are good to go. So I've been able to hold on. I've been able to protect my capital, and you've brought the month to an end. You've brought the month to an end. So you're about to be ushered into a new month. So guys, you need to play safe, have a plan. Always sit down and think about how you can be good at this. Don't be doing it randomly. Other than that, it's going to take you a long time and you'll still not figure out how trading works. So that's how it goes. If I have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box before I will leave. If you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box before you leave. If you have any question, drop it in the chat box. So as I'm saying, when it comes to GBP USD, I'm waiting for the breakout from this, make a retest, then I'll go in for what? A buy. When it comes to USD card, unless maybe I see the daily time frame and the H4 shifting in the same direction before I'll go in for a sell. So when it comes to USD CHF, so I'm kind of swing intraday trader, okay, because I focus on the high time frames. So with USD CHF, what I was waiting for is for price to, so the daily time frame is a downtrend at this point. So I would love to see a shift in the trend before I'll go in. So GG, as I said, I'm waiting for the pullback. Yeah, so someone is asking a question. What is your take about Profem? Yeah, so I've traded Profem. So you can check my YouTube channel. I've even received payout from Profem. Well, that was when last year, October or November. That was when I got my first payout from Profem, and December brought me into drawdown like 3%. So I've recovered the drawdown, and I'm currently I've recovered the drawdown like 2%. Okay, so January I didn't intend to even trade big, so I've recovered it like 2%. So I mean, currently draw down like 1 point something percent. Yeah, so with Profem, this is how it goes. You have to first of all, so have a personal account. Let me give you this idea. You need to have a personal account. So trade the personal account. Make sure you are profitable on the personal account. Okay, make sure you are profitable on the personal account. So if you're having like $100, $200, make sure you have grown the account maybe 250, or you make 100% on the account by having a rule. Okay, so if you notice you are seeing consistency on your personal account, then you move to Profem. And before you move to Profem becomes very easy if you have a plan, if you have a rule. Okay, it becomes very easy. So use the money, or you have to take the profit that you made from your personal account, the money that you made from your personal account, okay, then use it to buy Profem. So when you lose the account, it is the casino's money that you are using it to play. Okay, so you have seen profitability on your personal account. If you have not seen profitability on your personal account, don't try Profem. You are just going to waste your time. You are going to be losing money over there, because Profem it's very difficult. Okay, you need to have like 8% on the account, and you have to pass 2 phases before you get to the account. So you need to make sure you have a strict rules that you follow. If you don't have rules, a lot of people don't have rules, and it becomes very difficult for them to pass a Profem to get to the stage of getting a payout. Profem is for those who are already making money in the market. So if you don't have rules, that you don't have history backing everything that you take, the trades that you take. So you see, I've been making some references on the trades that I've been taking. I'm having history backing whatever I'm taking. Okay, with the trades that I've been taking, I'm having history. So if you don't have history backing the trades that you take, then I don't recommend you to be going in for Profem. Just stick to your personal account. trade it for some time, make sure you are making money from your personal account before you try Profem. So if you notice that maybe you've made money like 2 to 3 months and you are seeing consistent growth, following risk management rules and those things, it is easily to pass Profem. So if you want to see, I've traded Profem before, and you can check my videos. I done a video where I got some payout from there. So you see, I prepared myself before taking the Profem, and when I took the Profem, I never failed it. What was my first time, even though it took time, it took like 4 months before I was able to pass all the phases to get payout. You get it? It took a long time because those times I was taking it very slow. But for now, since I know what works for me, if I'm tackling it again, I'm going to go in big. I'm not going to risk like 1%, 0.5%. I'm going in 2% per trade because I have a system. You get it? So it took me some time, but since I developed myself, I took time to develop myself. You get it? Since I took time to develop myself, when I tackled it at the first time, I never failed it. I just passed it. The first time I have never failed Profem before, and I got payout. It's not like I just passed the account. I got payout. You get it? So develop yourself, build yourself, make sure you are good before you tackle Profem. Other than that, you are going to waste money, waste time on that. So tackle it, have a trading plan, follow your trading plan. So even with the Profem, I was even by then trading only one currency pair. It was only one currency pair that I was trading, and I was able to pass Profem. So it's not about the number of trades that you take, it's not about the number of currency pairs that you trade. So those who are always rushing to take trades every day, that's an advice for you. I was only trading one currency. It's not like today that I've even USD card, I've added USD CHF. Those times I was only trading GBP USD when I passed the Profem. You get it? When I passed the Profem. So it tells you it's not about the number of instruments, or it's all about mastering one thing. Okay, mastering one thing. So trading works if you have a plan, if you are going to be patient. You get it? If you are going to be patient and following your rules, not going to be emotional, trading is going to work for you. The reason why a lot of people struggle is because they can't go like within a week if they have not taken trades. They can't go like within a month. Like, it's very tough for some people. They feel like they have to do something every day. That's why a lot of people struggle to make trading works. Trading really works, but it's a patient and discipline game. Okay, it's a patient and discipline game. You have to have trading plan and trading rules that are going to abide by it. So you can check my videos on my YouTube. So I'll send the link over here. I've done Profem before. I've gotten a payout, so I'm going to send the link for those who want to. I've done a Profem before, and I've gotten a payout on the Profem. But you see, it's all about experience. So if you want to watch the video on how I pass, so the link of the video has been sent, so you can watch it. Okay, I've done Profem before. So make sure you are good at what you do on your personal account. Okay, be good at your personal account before you go in for Profem. Okay, be good at what you do before you go in for Profem. So pin 9, that's it. So pin 9, for how long have you traded? So for me, trading has become very easy and simple for me because I'm having a rule. So with the rules, I'm not going to break the rules. Okay, because I hate losing. If I lose, I hate it. So I have to make sure I'm taking the quality trades. So pin 9, for how long have you traded? So guys, let's strive to be good at what we do. Let's all strive to be good at trading. Okay, let's strive. Don't let losses discourage you. Don't let losses. Just tell yourself you are going to push. And you guys are even like, I've already done the work. I've been trading for 5 years. Wow, 5 good years. And how is it going now? Are you seeing profitability? So if you have been trading for long and you are not seeing consistency, just contact me. I will make you profitable. If I've been trading, maybe you have to do some. I will show you my trading system, my trading style. And have you been making like, do you have a system, P9? Do you have a system that you follow? Do you have a rule? So let me, those who want to join me, let's come here, let's talk. Let's talk. Let me send a link. Oh, I have to open. So how is it going, P9? Have you been seeing consistency, or you are still in the struggling mode? Are you still in the struggling mode? Trading for 5 years. Wow, that's a long time ago. I've done profit before. I passed like some few and got payouts, but this time it's like becoming more difficult with their rules. They are becoming more difficult with their rules. How is it not the same principles? So profem. So if we are trading a profem where their rules are becoming very difficult, then maybe they are doing shady one, like they are doing shady works. So you need to move to the good ones. Okay, so you need to move to the good ones. You're having good profits out there. So for me, for instance, I traded fun and pips. So you have good profits. Profits is a way to leverage your account. If you are good at what you do, it's a way to leverage your distance, your to get where you want to get. Because I know most of my followers are from Africa. So Africa getting like an account size of 20,000, 100,000, it becomes very difficult. But the only way you can be getting that account size is through Profem. If you don't want to seek for investors, it's through Profems. Okay, so if you are good at what you do, then I think Profem is the way. If you are only good at what you do, then I think Profem is the best way to go. If only when you are good at what you do. Yeah, so those who are asking of the broker that I use, I've sent the link in the chats. So in the pin box. So you can click on it. So you are going to get 100% bonus if you use the link that I've sent in the chat box. You are going to get 100% bonus. So if you are here and you are not profitable, you are struggling to make trading works. Okay, if trading is becoming difficult for you to come, let me show you my trading style. Okay, just message me. Let me show you how I'm doing my things. Okay, so this month, for instance, it's not much. At least I've made some percentage. From the back and forth, I've been able to make some small percentage on the account. Okay, so it's all about having the rules that you follow. So if you are struggling to make it work, struggling to make trading works, then just contact me. I'll help you. So my number, I'm just sending my number in the chat box. Just contact me. Let's take it from there. Let me help you. Let me take out the demons, the bad demons from you. Come, let me cast the demons out from you. Okay. Yeah, so WhatsApp me, let me cast out the demons from you. If you are struggling to make trading works, WhatsApp me, let me cast out the demon from you. All right, so guys, there's nothing for us to go for. Yeah, so with gold, as I said, you are waiting for the pullback before you go in for a buy. GJ waiting for the pullback. So USD CHF. So P9, which currency pairs do you trade? So with GJ2, USDCHF waiting for the breakout before you go in for a buy. USDCHF is doing what it feels like. Yeah. Okay, guys, if there was no question, I wanted to share the link so that those who want to come around for us to vibe, but the time is up. I have something to focus on again. All right, so see you guys same time tomorrow. I focus more on gold and GU, but I trade pairs that give good setups. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so for me, for instance, if I've tried a minor pairs, I notice it's kind of it doesn't work for me. So I focus mostly on the major pairs, and sometimes I consider gold too as well. All right, guys, see you all same time tomorrow. Okay, see you all same time tomorrow. I hope you've learned a lot from today's episode. Okay, have a good day, guys. Bye.